country, people are coming together to say no to Trump. We are here because we are inspired by the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. He understood very clearly decades ago that the evils of racism, of economic exploitation, and militarism could not be separated one from the other. That it was all tied together, and therefore we have to fight it all together. Our brother Martin was assassinated by the U.S. government because he understood clearly, more than ever, that we have to fight to change this system. This is a system that gives everything to the billionaires and nothing to the people of this country. That is why, no matter who is in office, we are going to fight against war, against poverty, against racism, against deportations, against homophobia, against gender violence. We organized and we fought against Genocide Joe because he paid for hundreds of thousands of our brothers and sisters across the Arab and Middle East to be killed in Palestine, in Yemen, in Syria, in Iraq. And now we fight against Donald Trump because we know what his real agenda is. He wants to destroy workers' rights. He wants to deport millions of our immigrant families. He wants to give our hard-earned money to the billionaires and his friends like Elon Musk. He wants to finish the destruction of our environment. He wants to privatize increasing sectors of our government. And we are clear that Trump is 100% behind Netanyahu and the genocide of the Palestinian people. But we know very clearly that we are not going to defeat Trump by following the Democrats.
Of THAAD missile batteries in her village of Sosamri. The U.S. and South Korea claim that the THAAD missile system is necessary to protect South Koreans from North Korean threats. In reality, the THAAD missile system only protects U.S. soldiers in bases across Asia as the U.S. prepares for its war on China. Sosamri is a farming village of 100 people. The average age is over 70 years old. For 10 years, Do Kam-yeon and other village elders sit on that road every week, rain or shine, to defend their farmland and their sacred religious sites from THAAD's toxic waste and destruction. THAAD's radiation is giving the citizens cancer. Its unchecked toxic waste is killing their crops. And in response, the South Korean government sicks their riot cops to beat the village elders with shields and batons. Instead of defending their own people, the South Korean government is taking running orders from the U.S. military. Shame! I saw the hundreds of riot cops and dozens of empty police buses waiting to be loaded with arrested civilians in Sosamri. I remember putting a cold compress on the back of a grandmother's neck after she passed out from heat stroke while blocking U.S. military vehicles. Young students who cried with guilt and shame, deeply bowing an apology to the village elders, for not doing enough to stop the U.S. military's destruction. Any government that does the bidding of its colonizer isn't a democracy. Former South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol was an exemplary U.S. lapdog, literally singing and dancing for Biden until his failed martial law coup attempt. Yoon was the latest puppet that the U.S. propped up, and for the fourth time in Korean history, the Korean people toppled them. If we want to dismantle U.S. fascism, we must recognize that our liberation here is tied to the liberation of people everywhere. The U.S. will prop up fascists all around the world to secure and extend its imperialist grip. They will beat up grandmothers in South Korea until they need back surgery and can no longer tend their ancestral farmlands. They will wipe out generations of families in Palestine. And they'll brutalize the protesters who refuse to watch their tax dollars fight it. The courage of the masses from Korea to Palestine is proof that U.S. imperialism isn't invincible. The people have won a ceasefire in Palestine, but Koreans are still living under a 72-year-old ceasefire and ongoing military occupation. Now we have to turn every ceasefire into a direct mandate for true sovereignty and end to occupation. Our struggle isn't just against one political party or administration, it's against the entire structure of oppression they uphold. We must stay in the streets, we must keep organizing and fight like hell until we get the U.S. out of Korea, out of Palestine, out of Haiti, and out of everywhere. No troops on the ground, no bombs in the air. The U.S. out of everywhere.
We are now honored to
For the people
welcome.
that are determined to win. It is ludicrous to see how Democrats are bending the knee. It is ludicrous to see how the tech companies and the corporations are bending the knee. But we will not bend our knees. Our loyalty is for the total liberation of our people from Puerto Rico to Palestine. Our loyalty is to the total liberation of our people in every hood. We choose our people on Wall Street. We choose our people's right to access healthcare, housing, and education. We choose our people over and over again. And we say we will not bend our knees to any billionaire or a capitalist warmonger that takes over.
Love to the people. Peace to the people. Peace to the people. Right here. Right now. Right now. Right now. Oh, the American political project desires and demands. It needs and it feeds on amnesia. It requires that we forget. Every single day, the American empire requires for us to forget the millions of people that we lost in the pandemic. It says, keep on moving. Act like nothing happened. The millions of our brothers and sisters
Oh
behind
no,
bars.
if workers are striking, you just fire them. Boo. No, of course, that's illegal. But what he wants to do is he wants to stack the National Labor Relations Board, the federal agency which administers labor law, with conservative judges who will overturn key legal decisions. So what this means for workers is that, for example, your boss could trap you in a meeting that tells you how evil unions are. You shouldn't pay your dues. You shouldn't unionize. They could make it harder to unionize. And let me just ask you a question. Who here has been in the streets for Palestine this past year? Now, what they would like to do is to make it illegal for your boss to fire you for doing anything that could hurt the company's image. So you better believe that if you wear a union pin with a Palestine flag on it, like I have for the past year, they want to fire you. Now, I'll let you in on a secret. The protections that we have from the government are nice, but they're not how any worker has gotten what we need to survive. We've done that by worker power. We're the ones who run society. We build the roads. We deliver the packages. We teach the kids. And if we make society run, we can shut it down. Now, we can only do that if we're organized. So I'll ask you a question. Who here is in a union? All right, that's great, but we got to get those numbers up. So we're at the We Fight Back rally. I want everybody who didn't just cheer, don't just go to your workplace and say, Trump's bad, what can you do? I want you to go to your workplace and start a union. And if you're in a union, get involved. Make a union that fights for the working class. Because together, we're going to show Trump that the working class will not go down without a fight. Thank you very much. When I say worker, you say power. Worker. Power. Worker. Power. Worker. Power. Worker. Power. Worker. Power. Thank you, everybody.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. I'm incredibly honored to welcome our last speaker, popular educator and education director at the People's Forum, and friend and comrade to many of us. Please help me welcome Leanne.
New York City, make some noise! There are thousands of us here today in the cold, but the cold is nothing to keep us from the streets and from the obligation that all of us feel here today to spread our message. So New York City, we are going to send our message loud and clear. We're going to join the thousands and the millions that are now in 80 cities organizing and marching alongside us. Look around at your neighbors. If you don't know each other, introduce each other, because today is more than a protest. Today is when we get organized. The past year, we have seen the world transformed by the movement in solidarity with the Palestinian people. In the past year, we have seen public opinion do a complete reversal. And we have seen the truth of the statement that Gaza will free us all. Gaza has freed us all. As we watch with joy the prisoners returning home, the thousands of Palestinians held illegally in Zionist prisons returning home. We know that the freedom that Gaza has shown us is even more than this. The freedom that Gaza has shown us, it has taken off the mask of those war criminals, whether they are Republican or whether they are Democrat, who sit in the White House and pretend to rule the world. Trump today is taking office in a world radically transformed than last time he stepped foot in the White House. And so our task today is not simply to protest. Our task today is to send a message to our people,
our communities, the White House, and the rest of the world that the people of the United States are organized and are ready. There will be no rollback of civil rights without organized struggle against it. There will be no mass deportations without organized defense. There will be no increase in the war machine, no expansion of imperialist war without the growth of the anti-war movement. And the time is ticking for the billionaire agenda. We have our own proposals, we know what we want to see, and we are getting organized to make it happen. So today we are going to march, and we are going to invite all of New York City to join us. And our next task is very clear. Come to the organizing meeting at the People's Forum right after the march, as soon as it's over, to pick up the task, get moving, get working, and keep struggling and organizing for what's yet to come. We're going to keep on building. We are the ones with the power, whether we are workers, whether we are activists, whether we are families. It's time for us to rise up and make sure that our demands are not just heard, but they are realized. So New York City, are you ready to march? New York City, are you ready to march? Behind me here, through the arch, you can go around the stage. We have banners lined up. We're going to fill in behind those banners, and we are going to march in unity and an organization, and we are going to send our message to the world. So everyone with me, when immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When Palestine is under attack, what do we do?
deportation! 24 jobs and education! Not for war and deportation! Let's make some noise! Comrades! When we come together like this in our thousands in over 80 cities across America, there is one thing that I believe. I really believe that we will win. When we come together like this, united across all of our struggles, we know that we can defeat the billionaire agenda. We know that we can defeat the ruling class agenda that keeps us down. My name is Mariam. I'm with the Palestinian Youth Movement. And for the last 24 hours, we've been celebrating the release of our prisoners. And here in the United States, we celebrate the release of Leonard Peltier. All across the world, this has been a time for the victory of people's resistance. Every week, for the last 15 months, we've had multiple protests all across the country. And we've shown the ruling class, not just here, but all across the world, what we're capable of when we come together. We've been marching for Palestine, but we're also marching for all of us. We're marching because there's billions of dollars spent on weapons while the fire's still burning LA. We're marching because all of the Biden administration could muster was $777 of relief for people in LA. There's fires up in the Bronx displacing people while buildings like this are probably empty. We have a right to housing.